Hey guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you did, remember to leave a like and or follow us depending on where you're watching. Also, if you're feeling generous, why not recommend us to a friend? You can check this show out as well as any other shows of the Power Up podcast out on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and anywhere else you love listening to podcasts. Also, we are looking at having a couple of big names on the show for interviews, so if you have anyone you want us to chat to, let us know in the comments below or join our community Discord group. All links are in the description below. Thanks for listening, and we hope to catch you in the next Power Up podcast.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 86. And wow, we're back on Twitch. Anyway, unfortunately, I'm your host Taylor, and this week I'm of course joined by Anthony. How are you?
Doing pretty well. What about yourself?
Doing pretty good. Last week we took off just because both of our schedules were kind of busy.
Bit all over the shop, yeah.
Yep. So, but we are back this week, and we would be on Mitzer right now as usual. I know you've been doing some streaming over there the past 2 weeks also, and for what I've seen, it's just like the follower notifications, whatnot. It seems like going pretty well on Mitzer so far. We got like 13.
You're doing quite well.
So. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, picked up quite a few followers, getting quite a few views as well. A lot more than Twitch.
It's faster than Drew on Twitch.
It's a lot faster. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. And there's no delay. There's no 15-second delay or whatever it is, so, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but unfortunately, they've updated their terms of service or something, so they've got to. You basically, even though we had streamed on Mixer previously, we've then got to basically reapply to stream in a sense because they've done some massive service update. So we've had to wait 24 hours to get a stream key, and it's like 6 hours off. So we haven't been able to jump on Mixer today, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, unless you're like a partnered streamer or whatever, like an affiliated streamer, then it's just, then you had to go through like this re-verification process and whatnot in order to stream again, so.
Good way to clean out old accounts, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, so Anthony, what have you been playing past couple weeks?
Jumped back into Minecraft, been building a bit there, been streaming some of that, been playing some ESO as well, Elder Scrolls Online, and been kind of not enjoying that as much as I wanted to. Unfortunately, I'm looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6, let me say that. I'm very keen for another Elder Scrolls game outside of ESO.
You got a bit of a wait.
Yeah, like 4 years or 10 years, or by the time I'm 50 it'll be out.
I'd say 2021.
2021. True.
Yeah.
So aside from that, been playing some Sea of Thieves as well. Picked that up last night. It's on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, which is on PC now, which is awesome. And I am liking that, but as soon as you log out, you lose all your quest progress and all your loot and everything because it's not shared servers. So I think it's something to do with like every time you log in, you're on a different server.
No.
And you're in a different world, and there's different like islands and stuff. So basically, you've got to complete each quest, and once you've completed the quest, it then saves, and then it like reads it when you log back in, kind of thing. So that's been a pain. But aside from that, that's kind of it for me this week, I believe. I don't think I've played anything else.
All right, Andrew, you made your return. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you guys?
Awesome. What have you been playing the past 2 weeks or
man,
so, roughly?
So many games for me actually lately.
Okay.
We'll just start off with some of the ones that are a little older. I've been playing a lot of Samurai Showdown lately. That game is super good. Fighting game, Samurai Showdown. Play it. It's like really simple, but there's no big combos. Like you can do like half a health bar and like 3 hits.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love it. So play that. Online's a little like kind of barren right now, unfortunately. So finding a match is a little tough, but
is it like a new
maybe
fighting
second
game, or?
fighting game?
No, it's not Baby's game, because if you make one mistake in this, and you're just dead, and it feels so good. Like, you're almost dead. You have like a pixel health, and then you you do like your burst move, and then the guy, like, it's a really fast move that can come out, and you can just punish people. So you're just like, oh, you idiot! Why would you do that? And you just punish them, and you're like, yeah, and you feel so good.
Yeah.
So that game's super good. I highly recommend that game.
What
It's also
platform
like
is it on?
it's on everything except for PC. It's coming on PC. Or no Switch. I think there's a Switch port coming and PC coming soon.
Didn't it just come to Switch?
It's coming. I think I announced the Switch. I don't think
that's
it came
fine.
out quite yet. Unless it did come. I don't think it did. Yeah. It's
All
cool. There's like free DLC, so like they're coming with more characters, so the game's being supported. So if you're thinking about picking up a fighting game that's new, that is definitely the game I would recommend.
All right. It's your stamp of approval.
Yes, definitely. Stamp of approval is very fun. What else is? I messed around with the Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta.
Yeah.
That game is kind of cool. My computer was having a hard time running it, so I'm gonna put like an hour. So we'll see if I can.
Check it on PS4 or something.
Yeah, I might check it on PS4 or something in a few minutes. So more of that. Oh shoot, what
Is
else?
it as difficult as when you played it at D3? Or
No, I'm not sure if it's because we were higher level or something.
yeah.
When we were playing, because this literally starts you from the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
Cut scene of like your helicopter crashing and like all that good stuff. Yeah, it seems pretty cool. I don't know. I was playing with the keyboard and mouse, so I was a little thrown off. Kept pressing the C button, usually my crouch button in Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
And now I'm like proning. I'm like, just losing my mind. And I was streaming, so I was trying not to make a big deal out of lines and stuff. So that's been kind of cool. Oh man, there's a couple others. Oh, did we talk about? I gotta talk about everything. Call of Duty Beta 2 vs 2. That game was cool.
I didn't play it. No.
I played that a long time ago when that came out. But that's really fun. The new Call of Duty. And then more recently, my newest game I've been really digging into is Remnant. Oh god. Remnant from the Ashes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
This game is super cool. It's like, I don't want to say it's too much like Dark Souls because it's got some vibes. It's got like the resting at a crystal and resetting, like the characters. It's got kind of like a dodge.
Yeah.
But there's like melee is not the focus. It's all focused on like shooting. So it's like a third-person shooter, and like you're dodging and like you have like perks. It was only like $40, so like thinking about picking it up because it looks cool and it's kind of a budget title.
Yeah.
Everyone's like dungeon it's different. So like the first world you go into might be different than someone else's world. You might get a different boss than somebody else. Like all the dungeons are randomized. You can like re-roll your world like midway through if you want. Like you're like, oh, I want to find a certain gun. Let me re-roll it to like find it or whatever.
I've seen that game all over the place.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly blown up a lot. Like obviously there's some issues. Like I'm on a base PS4 and it's running into like some pretty good stuttering issues and stuff.
True.
So that kind of sucks. But it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Like the bosses are pretty cool. Like it's pretty difficult. Like I'm having a hard time at some parts, but eventually you can get through it. I've kind of tanked my way through a couple of encounters, but
Sure.
you know what? Like it works. So
Cool.
that game's really fun. It's also like co-op. It's up to 3 players, so it's really cool. I definitely recommend that game, especially people who like the Dark Souls game or like me want to like Dark Souls, but like just don't for some reason. Like that's why I like Sekiro. That's why I like this game. It's just different enough from Dark Souls games.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, that's been it though. A lot of games for me recently.
Yeah. Ethan, you returned to the show. How's life going for you?
Hey, all right, going all right. I've been playing some games. Speaking of Dark Souls, I've been playing Dark Souls. I'm in a bit of purgatory right now because you know the process, Taylor. You can't beat a boss even after hours and hours of attempts, and so that's basically been my entire afternoon is a certain boss in Dark Souls 3.
Oh, which boss?
Oh gosh, what's her name? Sister Friede, I believe it is.
Oh.
From the Dark Souls 3 DLC.
She's easy. It's okay.
Thanks. You've
As
cured
said
me.
by Taylor, she's easy.
She's easy.
Thank you for the help, Taylor.
I mean,
no,
the first
but
phase at least.
The first phase is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the third? Anyway, regardless, I made the I don't know if you want to call it a mistake or a wonderful decision, but I decided that it would be a good idea to buy the Bloodborne DLC at the same time that I'm playing Dark Souls 3. So I'm kind of going back and forth between those two games, which is a weird experience because they're obviously made by the same company, so they're very, very similar games, but the small minutia details and little mechanics here and there are a little different. So every once in a while, jumping back and forth between the two, it takes me like 5 minutes or so to get used to, like, okay, I'm playing Bloodborne now, I'm playing Dark Souls 3 now, but I'm stuck at a boss in both of those games, so I don't know. I've kind of fallen off both. It's a problem.
Are you ready to get like you beat up by a shrimp in the Orphan of Kos?
I haven't even gotten past that. Oh gosh, what's the name of the first boss? I haven't gotten past the first boss in Old Hunter's Bloodborne.
Okay.
And the fun part, especially in Bloodborne, is that I already beat the game. So it kicks you back into New Game Plus anytime that you beat a game, either Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Or Sekiro.
So or Sekiro. So already Old Hunters is supposed to be an extremely difficult DLC challenge, so I didn't really have a choice, so I played it on New Game Plus, and that only makes it even harder. Basically, I'm having all sorts of From Software issues. That aside, I was playing a little of Grand Theft Auto Vice City past couple weeks or so, which is a fun game. It's hard to get used to the aiming mechanics in the old Grand Theft Auto games, like 3 through San Andreas.
How are they different?
They're just locked.
Yeah, it's not like an over-the-shoulder shooter.
Okay.
You
and
can't aim. Like it's just,
Okay.
And it's especially difficult because you shoot with the B button, right? So you're constantly, unless if you want to hold it claw grip or something.
It's
Like,
weird.
it's kind of weird to get used to, but it's good music. So
Yeah.
I enjoy
It's all
that game.
licensed. They don't license.
A lot of it is licensed. Yeah. They got songs from like Toto. They got a Michael Jackson song in there, which I don't know how they managed that one.
It's probably not in like their
Say what?
I bet you if you bought that game digitally, it probably wouldn't be on there.
Yeah.
I have it digitally. Yeah, it's Billie Jean. Michael Jackson's
when
Billie
you bought
Jean.
it recently or?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
I know, right? It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how they managed that one. But anyway, that's all I've been playing.
You guys ready for?
and
sorry, go ahead.
sorry,
No,
I was
you-
playing a little bit of Yoshi's Island on the
Ah.
Nintendo Switch yesterday as well, so that was fun.
Back to innocence.
I was gonna say it's like
Yeah.
all you went from
Need a
doing
need a break
drive-bys
from the hard games.
Yeah.
All that
Need a
Bloodborne,
break.
you just need to have a baby game for a little bit. To
Need a break from mass
Make-
murder.
Yeah,
feel good.
basically, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You guys ready for Grand Theft Auto 6 to take place in Vice City again because the Roman numerals for VI are too easy marketing?
It's pretty easy.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You should
I think that
probably do
would
that.
be
Yeah.
Yo, hear me out though. What if the 6th Grand Theft Auto game takes place in like the 1950s, like LA Noir? I would so be on board with that if that were the case. I don't know. Like
Okay.
Vice City takes place in the 1980s. What if they went back like a couple decades further to like the 1950s?
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be very cool.
Well, I mean, okay, never mind.
Although you're gonna lose a lot of like what I don't know, maybe some weird things. Like like Grand Theft Auto is so like trying to be culturally like relevant
Yeah.
in
That's
some
true. That's a good
cases
point.
that like they have to be relatively modern. At least
Well, maybe it'd be a little satirical, like the cartoons from Fallout or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it'd be a little bit like that. I don't know. I'm just conjecture. I think that'd be cool. Anyway, regardless, that's what I've been playing for the past couple weeks. So.
Okay. Past couple weeks for me, a little bit of Minecraft here and there, but not too much. I've started learning Total War Shogun 2, which has been kind of a lot, to be honest. You know, just like learning another like turn-based strategy game and whatnot. Kind of a time sink,
cool.
to be honest. And it's like it's not as similar to Civilization as I thought it might be, but
Okay.
still pretty fun game so far. I like it. Let's see. I have been on WoW Classic quite a bit.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
I've been playing a lot of WoW Classic. You know, it's kind of the mid's bad for me. It's like,
Sure.
yeah, while I am happy, and I wrote a little bit about this too in an article last weekend, it was just like, you know, while I am happy that it's like we did get a return to like WoW Classic, it's like the game's okay. Honestly, guys, the game is really not that difficult. It's just kind of time consuming and everything. The reason why it was difficult in 2004 is because either a combination of just like the players were bad, or because, you know, it was still a very new thing and whatnot, right? But it's just like, you know, the players were bad, the internet connections were bad, the lack of information surrounding the game was bad because, you know, we didn't really have like Google back then. Everything we had Thoughtbot, and anyway, so it was yeah, it's stuff like that. And it's just like, if we really wanted like an older generation WoW, we should have, well, it's like the community, honestly, we should have asked for, it's just like the peak old generation WoW, which would have been like mid 2010, just before Cataclysm came out. So yeah, we should have asked for like, hey, bring us to patch like I think it would have been 3.4 or something like that, 3.4.5 or something like that. Yeah. We should have asked us like a persistent server for that.
You think they'll get there? Like, do you think they'll like up, like, you know, because this classic WoW is just the base WoW, right?
Yeah.
So do you think they're gonna add? Are they going to add the like DLCs as they would in like real life back then? Like, are they gonna match it up?
I'm not
like
sure.
Like in 6 months, is the first expansion ever going to be reintroduced?
That would be so weird.
Right, that would be weird.
Meta.
Although I'd be down for it, because if I could like go through TBC and Wrath of the Lich King, and I would gladly and everything. And then I hope we would just stay in Wrath of the Lich King. But okay, so it's like with classic WoW, it's not even like the full classic like vanilla WoW experience that we had just before the first expansion launch. Their whole system is called like the wave system for how they're releasing like content for it and whatnot. And I think they have like a 6-month plan for it so far, maybe up to a year, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it's like we'll eventually reach it's like 100% as vanilla WoW was within a few months or whatever. But then it's just like nobody really knows what's going to happen after that, right? You know, it's just like, you know, the mechanics are very easy. You know, it's like it's like Ragnaros, who's, you know, I'm sure you've seen him. He's the big fire dude that they use in like every sort of marketing material. He was like one of the big raid bosses. He comes from Molten Core and everything back in the day and everything. And he was considered difficult because, you know, it was very hard to coordinate 40 people with like shoddy computers and shoddy internet connections and whatnot, and get them all on the same page and whatnot. But then, you know, within like 3 or 4 days of WoW classes launching, people had downed Ragnaros. And it's like, you know, he has like all of 3 mechanics to his fight.
Yeah.
He's very easy, especially in 2019. So
Yeah, sure.
How's waiting in line to kill Hogger? How's that feel?
I haven't. I chose a lower population server, so I haven't been dealing with queues or like. And I have dealt with like, okay, yeah, it's like there are some creatures and like mobs that are like kind of hard to find because people have been going around killing them and whatnot. But it hasn't been too bad, you know. It's like I've tried to stay away from all the servers like a lot of high-level players are on and whatnot, like streamers and whatnot, just so to avoid the parade of people going around.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, so what is happening to the document?
Sorry, I'm
No,
messing
fine.
around with it a little bit.
All right.
Sure.
Anyway. And so, yeah, that's been about it. The main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com. We have 2 Facebooks, one for the podcast and one for the site itself. They are facebook.com/cogdotnet. That's the one for the main site, which is facebook.com/cod.net, and facebook.com/powerpod. That's one for the podcast. And then Discord, we have a community Discord, a link to which you can find on the right-hand side sidebar of the main site. Chat with everyone you see on the podcast there about pretty much anything, as well as other members of the community. The server is fairly sizable, so I'm surprised there's not like any more conversations going on. You know, it's like every time I try to do an @everyone, I always just message, hey, you're about to send it to like X amount of people. Are you sure you want to do this? It's like, yep, do it. Yep, do it. Twitter @cogdotnet. That's @cod.net. We've been doing a lot of opinion polling lately on the Twitter. I think we did like 4 polls in one day the other day about various topics. And then Instagram @cultureofgaming, youtube.com/cultureofgaming, twitch.tv/cultureofgaming, which you might be here now, you might not be, although I'm not too sure how much we'll continue to stream on the Twitch channel in the future. Because Mitzer is where all the rage is. And the reason why we're not on Mitzer this week is because Mitzer is having every non-affiliated or partnered streamer basically go through a verification reprocess and everything, which requires a 24-hour waiting period. And by the time we caught wind of this, it's like we had fell out of the 24 hours, before the podcast. So we still
There
have,
is 5 hours left, exactly.
Yeah, before we can get the stream key back and
Correct.
keep streaming on Mixer. So next week, assuming there will be a podcast next week, I don't see any reason why there wouldn't be. It's like I can't think of anything. It's like we'll be back to our Mitzer channel, which is mitzer.com/culture_of_gaming, and find streams throughout the week on that there. I think I had one more thing to say, but I forget it at the moment. It's not related to like the social media plug or like the site plug or anything. But anyway, it was just a side note I was going to bring up. Anyhow, getting right into the gaming news, our leading topic is, well, Nintendo had a Direct this week. Happened on the, oh, that's right, I remember what I was going to say. This is being recorded live on September 7th, 2019, by the way. Anyway, yeah, okay, back to the gaming news. Nintendo had a Direct on September 4th, 2019. They literally announced it like a day before it happened. Which...
Yeah, they've been in the habit of doing that recently, of just doing it
Yeah.
on Tuesday and then they have the Direct on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been kind of a slip. I really like the whole announcement on Monday, Direct on Wednesday thing, but it's like, okay, day notice, whatever. So a few things to come out of it. It looks like I'll just kind of go through and read some of the notable ones here. It looks like we got Overwatch on Switch.
I thought that was already there, to be honest.
Which was leaked. It was like leaked by a case.
Yeah,
it was.
You guys see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was leaked like a couple hours before the actual Direct itself, I believe. Maybe
I think it was
the
leaked
same
like last week or the week before, right? Like
You
I
might
remember
be right.
seeing the case a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it got taken down.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like a no-brainer, right? Will this run all right on Switch? I can't imagine Overwatch doing too terribly on an under.
2016, right? So,
Yeah.
Right.
Overwatch should be
Yeah.
fine.
I
Yeah, I'd
mean,
imagine so.
Witcher, when was that? 2014, wasn't it?
2015.
Witcher?
2015.
Yeah, but the
Witcher
Witcher's
three.
like,
Yeah.
like hyper
Completely different.
realistic graphics.
Blizzard games aren't very hard to run.
It's also
Yeah.
got an art style to it that's
Yeah.
pretty like. The Switch is good at like having fun art styles, not realistic stuff. Yeah, like. But I can't imagine. I can't imagine playing it with those in like handheld mode though. That'd be crazy.
Oh man, I can't just
God.
imagine like FPS aiming with a controller nowadays, TBH. So
It's not that bad.
I mean,
Yeah,
you got aim assist, right?
It's pretty bad.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm,
assist.
a,
like it
I'm a
better.
little bit with you, Taylor.
I
I-
like shooting
Okay.
the controller
It's fine.
better.
Well, okay, here's the thing though. They advertised gyro aiming, right? Which I was always
Oh.
a big fan of in Splatoon. I never played Splatoon without gyro aiming. So I don't know. Maybe in a first-person shooter, I've never tried gyro aiming with an FPS before.
I don't see that happening. Doesn't Fortnite allow that? I mean, I see it happening, but I
Maybe.
don't see it
I
working.
don't know.
I thought Fortnite allowed that.
Maybe.
I think
I
they
played a
do,
lot. I played a
actually.
good amount of Fortnite on Switch.
I think
but
they
No,
that was a while
Paladins.
ago.
Oh, okay.
Paladins does it.
Oh,
Paladins
yeah,
is
discount
on Switch.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so
It's real bad. I played a bit of Paladins on Switch, and it's not bad to play, but the whole gyro aiming thing is real bad.
Really? Huh. Interesting. So, it's cool for people who don't have Overwatch yet.
True.
I don't know. I tend to feel like anyone who wants
Overwatch is dead, but
already-
anyway.
Yeah, anyone who wants Overwatch already has it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fair. That's fair.
This honestly, okay. This kind of, I'm surprised it took this long. The Switch has been out for over 2 years now, and
Right.
yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Anyway,
Same.
right. Let's see. Return of the Obra Dinn coming.
Oh.
Pretty good indie game coming to Switch.
Yes.
I'm gonna play that there.
Switch.
100%.
Yeah. Let's see. Doom 64. Anything to say about that?
I didn't know this game existed.
It's a weird thing.
It's okay. Not many people did either.
No, it's weird. It's not. I don't know why they're like, oh, well, in the most beloved game. Like, I don't know
It's
about that.
really-
I don't think anyone really liked Doom 64 that much, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm curious to play it just to see what the heck this little novelty is. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if anybody is particularly pining for that.
No,
I think it's like a kind like a half remake, kind of,
I think
or
so,
like
yeah.
a half port of
It's-
like Doom 1 or 2 or something.
I don't know the
This is cool.
specifics, but like, yeah, that was a long time after Doom originally came out. So
There was a weird period on the N64 whenever they were porting PC games over to it. Like you could play StarCraft and Quake on the N64.
right,
One,
right.
I believe.
I remember that.
So, which I can't even picture playing StarCraft on the N64 controller in my head.
It's terrible.
I don't think.
I bet. Imagine them bringing that port over though. Wouldn't that be? Would that be
It'd be funny.
hilarious?
It'd be pretty
It'd be
funny.
funny.
It'd be pretty funny.
I don't know. There was a guy who rigged up StarCraft 2 to work with an Xbox controller a couple of years ago, and she actually did decently well. I think he capped out at like Gold League though, which
Okay.
not horrible. Not horrible.
Like, you can get good with any, like, with enough time, right? You can get good.
Yeah,
with that
exactly.
stuff. So, like,
It's like those guys you see like beating Dark Souls with bongo drums.
yeah, it takes forever to learn.
Or like an electric guitar or something.
Yeah.
Do it.
Or your
Electric
voice.
guitar.
Your own voice.
Yeah.
And a move I'm sure absolutely no one saw coming at all. Nintendo added the some SNES games to the Switch as part of the whole like Switch Online virtual console stuff.
About damn time.
I
So,
don't want this
It's
to be.
been about a
hold on.
year since we began
Stop.
offering Nintendo
Stop.
Switch.
Stop. Sorry, I accidentally clicked it. I thought it would go to like a link to whatever a video. Sorry for the video audio, guys. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, so Nintendo, yeah, they added SNES games to the virtual console online library stuff.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
a side note of this, they've now announced that they're not going to be doing like consistent ports to the Nintendo, whatever the heck, Nintendo Live Service or whatever it's called now. So it's going to be completely at random. So you might get like 2 games a month, you might get no games a month. It's they don't have a set schedule anymore.
Ugh.
I feel like they put out enough good games already where you can be like, okay, they're some of the games I want to play are here, so
That's
I don't need everything at once.
Yeah, I try to feel like it's like no one has their Switch and it's just like I have nothing to play on the Switch. There just aren't enough games, you know?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's fair. Have you guys been playing any Super Nintendo games on Switch though?
I haven't yet.
I haven't yet.
But
Yeah.
what are the like Legend of Zelda's on there, Super Mario's on there.
Super Metroid.
Emulation.
Like those 3 are already like, or 4 are already super good.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. Like I have the mini Super Nintendo, so I could play it there if I wanted to. But
Yeah, big same for me. The weird thing for me, I hope that they put Chrono Trigger on it eventually because that was never on the Super Nintendo, not officially anyway. And
the PlayStation game,
no, Chrono Trigger, the Super Nintendo game.
was it on Famicom then? What was it on?
It was on Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's
But-
like one of.
Oh, you mean not on the classic one? You mean?
No, on I'm saying Chrono Trigger. Wait, what are you asking? I'm confused.
I'm confused. I thought you said it came out to the
So,
Super
okay,
Nintendo.
I'm
You just
hoping
said
that
it
Chrono.
wasn't on the Super Nintendo, and now you're saying it is on the
Oh,
Super
I see. So sorry. I'm hoping that Chrono Trigger comes out on the Super Nintendo Online system because it was originally
sure.
on the Super Nintendo
Got it.
way back in the day.
Okay.
And Nintendo seems to not like recognize that game, one of the most critically acclaimed JRPGs ever created,
Exists.
exists. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think many people
Nintendo
or, like devs
franchise,
do.
though.
Yeah, but like, okay, the last time
rights could be an issue. We don't know.
Yeah.
I guess
Right.
the last time it was released was on the DS, sometime in the mid 2000s. From there, I don't know. We haven't gotten a port of it or anything. I don't know. Weird deal, but I hope it comes over.
Has Chrono Cross been anywhere else?
I don't
No,
know.
I think the devs who made Chrono Trigger aren't with Nintendo anymore. I think it is
Yeah.
because they recently chucked out a mobile game,
Well,
like a free-to-play mobile game, which
Right.
is similar
Yeah.
to Chrono Trigger. So I don't think they're affiliated with Nintendo anymore. Who were they? They did Mario Golf on Mario Golf and Mario Tennis as well on DS, I think.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh,
Who were they?
Not.
there's a no. I know what you're talking about.
I
Dang
keep
it,
thinking
I can't remember.
Capcom, but it's not Capcom.
It's not.
obviously.
Camelot. That's a different.
Camelot.
Camelot,
That's it.
yeah.
Camelot.
Really? That's.
I
them?
kept on thinking a
That's
castle.
them.
I'm like, why am I thinking of a castle? What the?
Yeah, Camelot did Chrono
I'll-
Trigger, didn't they?
I don't know.
They didn't. Square made Chrono Trigger originally.
Oh, okay.
Squaresoft. Yeah, but they might have ported it. I'm not sure. Anyway, there are a bunch of other games that could potentially come to this Super Nintendo Online system. There isn't a Donkey Kong Country quite yet. There's an Earthbound. There's no NBA Jam. I don't know how the licensing issues would work.
NBA Jam is a Genesis game, as far as I'm concerned.
That's fair. That's fair. That's 100% fair.
yeah.
I'm thinking Golden Sun. Excuse me while I go and read up on the
Go-
facts.
Oh yeah, they're kind of similar games, I guess. But anyway, there's a lot of room for adding stuff to this service. I'm surprised that they just added it in totally for free. They didn't up the price on the Switch Online service. I'm glad. I'm glad.
There's no way they could have done that. Like,
No way.
if they upped the price, people would be like, "Yeah, I'm canceling for sure." Like,
Oh yeah.
That would have been.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
People
Which
are
is a
already
good thing.
super reluctant to pay for like Switch Online and whatnot. Let
Right.
alone it's just like even at the exceedingly low price point that it is. Yeah. So I feel like
the only reason you're buying it is you really want to play Smash Brothers with your friend or Mario Kart with your friends.
Or Tetris 99.
Or Tetris 99, yeah, that's why I got it. And I got accidentally, like, forgot to cancel it for like 3 or 4 months.
How much is it a month?
It's like $4 or something.
it's like it's
Sure.
20 a year.
It's 20 a year if you.
Yeah, but it's like $4 a month, so I ended up paying like too much money.
Oh no.
And then Twitch Prime gives you free month, like 3 months or whatever.
I almost feel like you could
Right.
I feel like there are so many promos for Switch Online. You could just like perpetually like scour the internet for promos and get like perpetual Switch Online. You know?
Yeah.
Random
imagine.
thing outside of Switch Online, Game Pass. Was that a year for $1, or was that a month for
No,
$1?
month for
Come
$1.
on.
I haven't been charged again.
You still have it?
I've only paid $1. I literally downloaded Sea of Thieves yesterday, and I've only paid $1 for it, so they haven't
Alright.
charged me yet.
Well,
Or
yeah, be
Congrats.
quiet about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's only like a
I'm
$5
gonna
a
see
month.
here, officer.
so.
Yeah, true.
Well, there was more than the SNES games in the Nintendo Direct. There are a couple more things I think are worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's we got a Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Star Wars
no,
game.
we got both Jedi Knight games are actually coming to the
Okay.
PS4.
Yeah, they're coming to Switch. Both games are really good. I played them back on
Yes,
the
they are.
GameCube. Back on the
Okay.
day. And I actually have
Also on PC.
I actually have
Can you
all these on a PC also. And
Oh, really?
yeah,
Cool.
I was playing around. It's like just the other week. I'm not even joking. It's just like I was playing around with Jedi Knight Outcast on the PC the other week. So
Can you explain to me what kind of games these are? What genre they fit under? I haven't seen any of it before.
they arguably have the best lightsaber combat of any Star Wars game.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
also, yeah, it's really good. But mostly it's like a first-person shooter sort of thing. Not maybe as crazy as Delta Force was, or Republic Commando rather. Sorry, was on
yeah,
Xbox and
Republic
everything.
Commando
But
is
yeah,
awesome.
it's kind of like a first-person shooter, and then it's a little bit more. It's kind of like a labyrinthian, sort of almost borderline puzzle solving thing, because like the bases that you go through are pretty expansive and whatnot. You know, the levels are designed pretty well, and there are a little bit of puzzle solving mechanics you have to go through. You know, it's like, oh, I need to match the colors here or whatever by going through these like terminals or whatever in order to unlock this like hollow gate or whatever. And then it does switch to a third-person mode whenever you get a lightsaber and whatnot. And then you get force powers also, which are pretty cool. Yeah, and you can like choose what sort of lightsaber style you want to use. So if you want to go like a really fast but not as hard-hitting style, have that. You have like a medium style and then a really heavy style and whatnot. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to pick it up. Which one do you recommend?
Probably Jedi Outcast, I think.
Is that the second one?
Yeah, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi
What's-
Outcast. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the first one called? Just Jedi Knight, isn't it?
Jedi Knight, Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Academy, that's right, yeah.
I think all three of those games center around the same dude. Although you don't need to play the first game. You'll need to play
What's
the
the third game?
Dark Forces, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I
something
am
like
Dark
that.
Force.
Okay. I don't know. It's something like that. Hold on. Let me look at my Steam library real quick. There's
This is a
Jedi
2,000 games.
not entirely off.
I was playing Academy and I wasn't really enjoying it that much.
Okay.
I think it's one of the weaker ones out of the three.
Okay. I cannot tell you what the third game is. I don't have it in my Steam library apparently. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, Outcast is good. I'm glad that's coming actually. That used to be that was by Raven Software.
So, okay, so there is Jedi Academy.
Mhm.
There is Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast. There's only 2 games.
Okay. There you go. Not a third
Academy
one.
and Jedi Knight 2, that's it.
Taylor, when did you imagine this third Jedi Knight game?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I always thought maybe I was getting confused with something else. I don't know. Yeah. There's a trilogy. I always heard
Okay,
there
so
was-
Dark Forces is classed as the first one.
Oh,
technically,
okay. That's where I was getting that from then. Okay.
Oh,
Which is an old 95 game?
Because I think it
96.
sets up a few
95.
things that come up in Outcast. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
fun.
All right. But yeah, you don't
Why
need to
not?
play Academy to understand Outcast.
It's like an old Doom-esque, like Dark Forces is like an old Doom-esque kind of thing, in a sense.
Fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
There was some Super Smash Brothers news as well.
yeah, I guess we can talk about that. They ninja dropped a Banjo-Kazooie.
What? Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
ninja dropped
Yeah, they showed
Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
And they
I played him a
announced
little bit. He's fun.
they announced someone no one had heard of. Played for the next DLC character. Oh, no.
Andrew has something to say here.
No, 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 no.
No.
What?
This man has been around since 1994.
Okay.
It's Terry
Please
Bogard
explain.
we're talking about, man.
Who is Humphrey Bogart, man? Please explain this.
Yeah, I have no idea who this is.
He's from Fatal Fury. He's from like all the King of Fighters games. You know, like this is a staple in the fighting game community.
Okay.
So this is why Smash is not a fighting game. You know, people like this talking about how they don't even know who this guy is. So
I'm sorry for disappointing you.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not disappointed in you guys because I understand. Guys, Smash is not a fighting game. So how could you know? How could you know?
Well, all right. I'm gonna let that slide. I don't know anything about the character, but I thought his trailer was really cool.
His character was, his trailer was fantastic. He got like geese reaching out for it at the end. I thought he was gonna get it. It was really fun.
It looked like an old Genesis game. Specifically, they made it look like a Genesis game and not a Super Nintendo game. I thought that was so cool. I don't know.
It's the Neo Geo.
No, on the Nintendo Direct, they
Yeah.
slid over to the side and said, "This is the Sega Genesis, not a Neo Geo."
That's a Neo
Am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm
That's a
an idiot.
Neo Geo.
They didn't make it look like a Super Nintendo. Is the point? I guess.
Okay.
No.
What's the difference between Banjo and Smash? What's the difference between Banjo and Kazooie and the Duck Hunt dog? Because they both seem super
big
similar, like in terms of their rigging, their model, etc. You know?
Deck
Well,
Dog is like really projectile based and weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where it's like Banjo-Kazooie's like relies on this like leaf meter or something.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
really
what,
weird.
what that is, but
Banjo-Kazooie is, the leaf meter specifically applies to his side special, and it doesn't. You can only use his side special 5 times per life, and you can't recharge it at all. Which I
Okay.
don't know any other character like that. So that's a weird deal.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
he
they're
also-
doing new stuff with the characters. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff.
Like I'm excited for SNK's Terry Bogard to be in the game because his moveset is really tuned to it. Like he's got a move that will like travel really far horizontally. He's got a move that goes vertically. He's got like a projectile. So like he's got this basis that'll be covered. And then I think if they do it real right, there's something called max mode. Like in the King of Fighters games, which basically lets you like cancel all your moves. So if they can like somehow really get the max mode in that game, that'd be really cool. Probably horribly broken because like, you know, like it'd be like Joker, like where he's got a little bar. Once he fills up, you can like, pop his max mode. Oh man, that'd be so sick.
I'm sorry, that
I'd be
mechanic
down.
is broken.
Yeah, it's
It's like
it's
Joker
really
goes
bad.
beast mode all of a sudden. It's like, bro,
Pretty
chill.
much.
Yeah.
That's similar to what happens like if you ever watch Tekken and like Geese, like he can like pop his max mode and it makes any move after he does that safe basically, and then he can cancel from certain moves and other moves that he normally couldn't cancel into and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, it probably won't be that complicated because
Is this
Smash
math
really-
we're talking about or what?
Yeah, see, fighting games, dude. See how excited you are? Gosh, Tekken's got a new season coming out next week. I'm losing my mind. It's a good year for fighting games.
Okay.
It's
All right.
awesome. It's awesome, man. Hey, I'm excited also because they said that there's going to be more Smash Brothers characters beyond the initial 5 that they were talking about. So
I mean, I would hope so.
We still have one more guest character, right?
one more guest character, and then they're going beyond that as well.
Right. I wonder if there'll be guest characters or more similar. Like this
don't
one's
know.
called like the Challenger Pack, right? They could call it like some other kind of pack, right? Like I don't know.
Probably Challenger Pack 2, I'd imagine.
They could call it that, but they could also call it like, oh, we want like say they're focusing on like older, like this could be the classic pack. You know, like what I'm saying, like they have the
Yeah,
opportunity to like
Yeah.
mess
Yeah,
with it
Yeah.
and
a lot of
not
things
just
they can do there.
not just do guests. Because the next guest has got to be like it. We got like Crash, Spyro, like those are pretty top ones, right?
God, I swear, if I see them in the game, I'm gonna be.
That would make
But
sense.
I
right?
reckon Spyro's going to be in it, to be honest, because he's
I would
like a Sony kind
I would
of
say
character.
Crash because Crash is like a little more familiar and like
I would-
probably does better like in terms of like moveset.
I
sold
honestly
more, though?
hope not. I
Well,
honestly
they're
hope
owned by
not.
the same people too. I
What,
think.
Taylor,
So-
why don't you want Crash and Smash?
I
Crash.
don't want Crash or Spyro. I don't like. Yeah. I just like
Maybe
I'm so annoyed by like the community around those two games, especially, and I think that's a big part of it. And it's like just like I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed that they actually added Banjo and Kazooie into Smash because of how like annoying the community gets for people to add into Smash. You know, it's the same like it's kind of the same thing that my opinion with like Waluigi and everything. It's just like you guys are just like insufferable when it comes to this. You know.
Taylor, how do you feel about Sans?
I mean, okay, they didn't actually add him into the game.
They put a freaking costume of Sans in the game.
Yeah, but okay, it's just a Mii fighter. It's just a Mii fighter.
Yeah, I
in
know.
a costume.
Isn't that incredible though? I don't know. There's a remix of Megalovania and Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I hate
Those
that
were
too.
words.
I mean, that's
I don't
kind of,
know.
you not like Megalovania? That's a good song.
No, I know I do like the song. I just don't like Undertale.
I haven't played it.
That's
I
weird.
have it downloaded from Game Pass.
Undertale. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's wonderful, but I mean,
But like, okay,
it's,
with Banjo and Kazooie though, are we out of meme characters to add to Smash? Like, can we get some actual like good characters now?
Doom guy, literally.
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
get Doom Guy in there. Let's
That'd
get.
be crazy.
mean,
I honestly think that Master Chief has a better chance than Doom Guy does. Did you guys see that?
I would love to see
Uh,
Master Chief in Smash. Also, that'd be cool.
I wouldn't mind that.
that'd be kind of silly, but whatever.
Gordon
I don't know.
Freeman in
I
Smash.
reckon Doom guy is more kind of suited to it because he's got more like melee attacks and whatnot in Doom. Yeah, Master
Before-
Chief definitely like swing a gun, keep swinging
I
a
want-
gun.
I want to see the day. I want to be alive for the day that they put an American-made, not affiliated with Nintendo, video game character in Smash Brothers because that has yet to happen.
I wouldn't be.
Just,
Oh, do you know what? I actually think we'll probably get Tifa in Smash Brothers. TBH.
we already have Cloud, but maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, just like
I don't know.
by the time it's like the last person from the Five has to come out, it's just like the Final Fantasy VII remake will be decently
Sure.
close. You know, they'll be
Yeah.
like
What
3
else
months
is-
away, I think. So,
Big.
We could
that
just put
could-
Spawn
yeah.
in there, like Mortal Kombat is doing.
or maybe Sephiroth.
Yeah. I linked the creator of, or like the creative director for Tekken in the Discord, who just is like wears shirts that says "Don't ask me for shit." And people always ask him all the time to put people in. He's just like, "No, go away."
I
Like,
think-
he's just the best. Like someone like tagged him and like, "Hey, now that Terry Bogart's in, we should put like a Tekken character." He's like, "What? No, go away. Don't ask me for shit."
Can we find out Sakurai's PO bots and like send him that shirt?
We should.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the opposite. I feel like he's.
Did you
too
guys
nice.
see that story where Sakurai gave Toby Fox a ride whenever Toby Fox came to Japan to visit Sakurai? Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
All right. Oh, anything else about the Nintendo Direct? This was the first like time that we had heard from Nintendo since E3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Deadly Premonition.
Yeah,
Two.
Can you explain that game to me? I haven't.
I don't think anyone can explain that game.
Okay.
If you could find me someone who can explain that game, that'd be great.
I actually have never played it, so I'm actually really excited to finally play this. I've heard so much about this game being like just wacky and like bad but good, like right up Andrew's alley, which is perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. And now it's like an easy way to play it. Like maybe I could have played on PC before, but I think it was a PS3 only game if I remember correctly. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
Uh,
I forgot. I couldn't.
But-
You're gonna be able to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the Switch pretty soon as well.
That's actually impressive. That game was,
Right?
or it's leaked on PC. It's like that game had beautiful game. Don't get me wrong, but that was a brutal to run on
Oh,
PC.
really?
And,
I can imagine.
Good luck
when it
Switch
came out.
running it, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna run
It's also
Witcher
getting-
3,
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles is being remastered as well for Switch.
Okay.
Yes, that's true.
That's
Xenoblade.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, actually, from the trailer for the Xenoblade Chronicle remake, that actually looks like a drastic improvement there.
Yeah.
Different character models and everything. So I don't know. That would be pretty cool.
Oh wow, that game came out. Weird.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Random thing which isn't really related to the Nintendo Direct. Celeste isn't getting a sequel.
That's right. But it is getting a Chapter 9, and that's coming out in just a few days. And I am
was that like
incredibly excited
DLC,
for it
like
because-
another level set or something, or what is that?
Yeah, it's totally free though. Yeah, it's
Okay.
Chapter 9 of Celeste.
Okay.
So, Chapter 9 out of 8. I believe it comes with like 100 extra, not levels, but like 100 extra screens essentially. And I love Celeste. It's like my
Screens?
favorite game of all time. So it's so good.
You should play
I
that
refuse to play Celeste because it's the unholy trinity of gaming. Anyway,
game. Why?
huh? It's
I don't get it.
it's indie, it's
Yeah.
pixel graphics, and it's
Yeah.
a platformer.
It's all great.
Yeah.
That
All
sounds
three
fantastic.
combined. I don't know.
Great.
It's just like, I don't know. It's like bad
It's
memories
hell on
of
earth.
like the 2013, 2014 days circa, where it's just like the
Sons,
Steam
you're bringing me
library.
back. This is great.
No, the Steam library just got absolutely flooded with like these really bad like indie games, and they were all, you know, it's like they were all pixel-based graphics. They were all
Crapware, wasn't it?
platformers. Yeah.
Makes you
I'm
wanna
going to
play-
buy you Shovel Knight King of Cards when it comes out. Just you wait, buddy.
You should
Just-
play 1001 Spikes.
Okay.
You want the Dark Souls of indie platform pixel art? That game is hella good. Play that game.
I played. I want to be the Bashi because that game's really hard.
Well, this game is
yeah.
more fair than that.
Oh,
What?
okay. I want to be
Yeah.
the Bashi. Yeah.
I want to be the
Okay.
man or whatever.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of I Want to Be the Guy.
Okay.
Well, I want to be the guy. I think.
Yeah. So, okay, with the Nintendo Direct was the first time that we heard from Nintendo since E3. I'm actually surprised there wasn't any sort of Metroid news,
Nah, I'm not
to be
surprised
honest.
at all.
And not,
Nothing
maybe
about
not
Metroid
necessarily
Prime
regarding Prime 4, but there has been a 2D Metroid game rumored the past couple months. That's like after
Really?
E3. So, yeah. it was
I'd
like
be all on board for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Man,
you have one now with Super Metroid coming to.
Yeah, apparently, right? Yeah.
I might just
Hey.
play that again, honestly. But no, 2D Metroid is in a bit of a weird spot because that game, Samus Returns, the remake of Metroid 2, came out. When was that? 2017, I want to say. People
Yeah,
weren't too hard
you're
on
right.
it. I liked that one a lot. People were
People
begging
like
for
it.
2D.
People are fine with
I think
it.
it was 2018. actually.
People were fine on it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But people were asking for 2D Metroid forever, and that game finally came out, and it just kind of went, eh.
Eh.
It's also a remake
It was
of
on.
the second game.
Yeah.
That's true. And it was also on 3DS as well. So I don't know.
Just
Just based on the reception to that game alone, I hope Nintendo makes more 2D Metroid because I would be there day one.
there was, I don't know, there was a lot of like, I don't want to say stigma, but like a lot of like more diehards in the Metroid community didn't really like Samus Returns because it was kind of off the heels of Nintendo shutting down AM2R, which was another Metroid 2 remake,
Yeah, sure.
which
Yeah, yeah.
people were
I
kind
don't
of
know.
upset about, and so yeah.
No, you
I-
don't.
God.
No, you don't. Shh. It's like you didn't get knocked. It's like the doors not. There's gonna be the
Hear
two
them-
Japanese
hear
dudes
them
with the
chomping
Wii
up the
remote.
stairs right now.
Yeah, there'll be the two Japanese dudes with the Wii remote instead of playing. It's like they're gonna wipe your hard drive with the Wii remote, okay?
It's they got the nunchuck,
Yeah.
nunchuck attached, just coming up behind you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
it's like
thank you.
obviously, you know, they had a reboot development of Prime 4 not too long ago. Like honestly, not that long ago. So no surprise there.
I
And
was kind of expecting a Prime trilogy, to be honest, being
Yeah,
ported
they-
to Switch.
that needs to come already. Honestly, like that needs to.
Taylor,
Yeah.
if you're
But
hungry,
that was only
Taylor,
like-
if you're Taylor, if you're hungry for 2D Metroidvanias, boy, I'll tell you what, you got the right system for it, buddy. Because there's Axiom Verge, there's Guacamelee, there's all sorts of stuff that you can already play.
Which are all available on PC, mind you.
Are they?
Yeah, that's
Guacamelee is?
I think Guacamelee is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're most indies are.
Or SteamWorld Dig. Should get
SteamWorld
SteamWorld Dig.
Dig 2.
Yes. That one's good.
What I'm thinking might actually happen with Metro Trilogy though is they might do like a gold edition of Metro Prime 4 and have like the trilogy included.
Oh, sure,
like
sure.
a
Oh,
pre-order bonus / $200.
I
gold
would,
Nintendo doesn't really do that.
I feel like they would just give it to you.
I would pay for it.
Yeah,
Especially not like a little Samus helmet. Oh, that would seal the deal. That would seal the deal. It would put it
Doom
right next
helmet
to the
really
Death
good.
Stranding baby capsule.
was
And the Doom
Oh,
helmet.
I gotta
too,
get
the
this.
Doom helmet.
Don't forget that one. The Master
was
Chief.
Metroid Prime like a? Was that a GameCube game, right?
The first two were, and then
Yeah.
and then the
They
third
went
one
to
was on Wii.
Did the Wii one just do like motion control, or could you?
Yeah, the Wii
control
one
it?
just did motion control.
No, it's-
I wonder if that's part of it holding it back. Like they
I
don't
would
wanna
I would
address-
think so. Like I'm not sure how they might translate Metroid.
Yeah, they'd have to do some work to make it work like a
build it.
controller.
Although honestly, it's like the motion controls were the best control scheme for like the Prime games and everything. So it's like if you go back and play like the GameCube.
I don't agree.
No, if you go back and or my opinion rather, it's just like in my opinion, if you go back and play the GameCube version of Metroid Prime, it controls a lot rougher than the motion controls for the Metroid Prime trilogy on Switch.
Sure.
So,
Mhm.
or not on Switch, on Wii rather,
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
All right. All right. Anything else to say about the Nintendo Direct? No Persona 5 on Switch. All right. I'm thinking I don't know. I'm thinking we'll probably do Royal on Switch, to be honest. But,
Is that like the?
Yeah.
That's like the big one, right? Like,
yeah, that's like not only it's like Persona 5 plus 80 hours and a new character, which is good. It comes out in January, I think.
Oh, they talked about Pokemon Sword and Shield too. I have no idea what they talked about.
Oh.
They did talk about that game.
Okay.
And they'll talk about the Animal Crossing a little bit too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Outcast
Luigi's
or whatever.
Yeah. What's it called? The Vacation?
Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks fine. I'm sure that game will be good.
Yeah.
Vacationville.
You're all right. I think we kind of ran Nintendo to the ground here. I'm not sure what else.
Sorry, Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say.
Sorry for being in
Sorry,
the ground.
not sorry.
I don't know. Solid game announcements all around. One last point I'd like to make about the 2D Metroid is like people are thinking that Metroid Dread, which was supposed to be like a sequel to Fusion, was gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's like getting close around release time maybe. Yeah, people are anyway.
When did Metroid Fusion come out?
Well, that was a Game Boy
2003 or
Advance
4.
game.
Yeah, 2003 or 4, I think. Maybe 2002
that would be
even. Yeah.
So are you saying that is about as long a wait as Half-Life 3? Wait, no, not quite,
more.
because Half-Life.
It's more
No,
of a
no,
wait,
no.
if
No,
anything,
yeah,
at
it's
this
more
point.
Yeah, that's true. Good
Didn't
point.
they do a
Okay.
remake of Prime Fusion?
No. No,
Well, I did.
Fusion has remained untouched over the years.
Was that any good?
It's fantastic.
I liked Fusion when I
Fantastic.
played it years ago, like when I was a kid.
I like it better than Super TBH.
Other
Uh,
and best Metroid game ever.
Oh god.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Hold on.
It is.
Hold
Super
on.
Metroid. I still need to get a Game Boy Advance so I can get a Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission.
I would just say get a DS because they had
Might do that.
they had
Which one
this
is it?
slot.
The DS Lite that
Yeah,
plays
all the
Super
DS
Mega?
ones had this slot.
It's not the DSi.
Not all of
Not the DSi.
Not all of them.
Oh, not the DSi.
No, you need
Okay,
a DS Lite or an OG DS.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I guess say
I need
DS
to-
Lite's probably the way to go then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you really want to just get a really small one, get the Game Boy Advanced SP. It's like this. It's like this.
It's a little
thick.
square. It's a little square.
Yeah, it's a little square that
Oh,
folds
that's
up,
I've got two of them.
It's fantastic.
and it's got a backlight on them. It's really
I
good.
still have mine.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That's
I think my
fun.
back one's out of mine though.
I need to go to a pawn shop and get one of those.
And I'm sorry, I wanted to bring this up while we were talking about Smash, but you guys see the rumor that was just like Sony All-Stars 2 Battle Royales in development or whatever?
I doubt it. That game is...
You guys
I
see
played-
the rumor?
As someone who played a lot of that game, just because.
Why would
It
you
was
play
good,
a lot
wasn't
of
it?
that
And you're
game?
asking why did I play a lot of that game?
Yeah.
Because I was in like high school when that game
Okay.
came out. We had nothing to do but to like get together and just play fighting games.
Okay.
So that was a new fighting game that we tried to learn, and that game was not very good.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
we still played a lot of it because it was new.
Dark
and-
times.
I don't know. Like, you play like over hundreds of hours of Street Fighter 4. You're like, okay, I need to try something else for a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, that game's not good.
Okay.
Never was good. Don't anyone tell you that.
No fighting game's good.
Even as someone who played a lot of it.
I'm calling it now. It'll be a PS5 launch title as a sort of like celebration of PlayStation. You hear it here first, folks.
Like, issue with that
Today?
game is just, like, it was kind of fun, but then like the way how you got kills was stupid.
Okay.
Like, they should have just gone with the knocking off the stage. They shouldn't even bother with like you get a special and that's how you kill. Like, you get a level 1 kill.
Make it
And that's
even
how
more
you
of a
get
Smash
killed.
Brothers clone.
Yeah, just why not, dude? Why not? Like, if you're gonna
it's
try
a
to
winning
clone 'em,
formula, right? Like, why
just
not?
do it.
Yeah.
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 Don't like half it. Just go for it.
All right.
Just steal it all. Don't half steal it. Right?
Destroy.
Yeah. And
All
maybe
right.
make some changes here and there and like some of the stuff.
All right. Can you guys believe we've talked about Nintendo for like an hour?
No,
yes.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
All right.
Yes, I
Anyway,
can.
so Anthony, Telltale Games is
Andrew.
Andrew,
Ah.
sorry, Andrew,
Andrew,
sorry, I can read. We're good. Yeah, Andrew, Telltale Games. What's going on with them?
All right, so Telltale Games. Everyone probably heard of Telltale Games because they had just an enormous crash and burn last year. It was quite
Massacre.
yeah, it was quite
Yeah.
a scene. Like, and it's weird because I feel like it happened so quickly. Like how fast they just like got shut down.
Yeah.
So within a
Anyway,
couple weeks.
so Telltale Games is being revived, sort of, I guess, kind of, right? So like the name itself, Telltale, is coming back.
Okay.
So it's headed up by two guys. Apparently, they're trying to get. Let's see. The company's called LCG Entertainment, and it's probably like just like a holding company. You know, I don't know if they have anything to do with video games really. But they bought up Telltale, and it came with some of their old stuff. So they're trying to work on those games to re-release the games out, because I believe all those games got taken down off of storefronts.
Sure.
Yeah. So they're trying to work and do that, but basically, they're trying to get some of the old original Telltale game the workers like to come back and freelance for them and get stuff out there. Let's see what else. Yeah. Let's see. Apparently they've got the license to Wolf Among Us and Batman. Okay. So I don't know how that works, but
if you go to telltale.com, it's got like everything up.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Which is interesting, like trailers and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see what else here.
They got IGX Showdown, whatever that is. It's supposed to be coming. Okay. That's like 4 years ago. Okay, interesting. Don't mind me.
I think the big concern with this development is that it's two people that weren't involved with Telltale at all, trying to revive the brand. And from what I heard on Twitter, it's not in this particular Polygon article that we found. What I heard on Twitter is that whenever they were reaching out to employees, former employees of Telltale, they were kind of sketchy about their working conditions. Like they were just offering. Really? Yeah, they were just offering freelance positions with the potential of it becoming full-time at some point, which, like, okay, it's
weird.
Probably not a good way.
It just sounds like they're just trying to make some money and not pay people.
Yeah.
You guys see a similar thing with Chucklefish this past week? Also, you guys hear about?
Oh, that name sounds so familiar.
Yeah, they do a Stardew Valley, and
I love Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
they publish both of those.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, that's a different topic we can get to in a minute. But okay. All right, back to Telltale. I guess my concern with Telltale is just like, okay, so it's just like got a bunch of money dumped into them to revive the brand, but now it's just like, it's like the reason why they collapsed and failed wasn't because, just like, oh, the employees had mediocre working conditions, there's a strike or whatever. It was just they oversaturated their own market and failed to innovate in it because they had absolutely zero competition in the market, So it was just like, yeah. So it's just like, what's going to be different this time around, It's like, I failed to see what'll be different.
This is hella shady, just BTW. Press release. This is off the Telltale's site. So Telltale is now Telltale/LCG Entertainment, it now is, who seems to own Athlon Games, which is owned by Liu, which is a Chinese global video game holding company focused on free-to-play console and PC gaming. So it seems like there's a couple of different game developers and whatnot involved in this. So I think Athlon is owned by Liu, who is then owned by LCG Entertainment, who also owns Telltale. So it's a bit all over the board.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But guys, let's not forget, this new Telltale is being headed up by Jamie Audley, who was also the CEO of Galaxy Pest Control, who made a Duck Dynasty game. So I think we're in good hands here.
Oh my god, I own that game.
Do you really?
Oh, wait,
do you really?
I think I do.
Oh,
wait, it might be worth like $1 million.
Oh man, oh no, here we go. All right, live on
It might
air.
be worth a lot.
We're doing a check.
Pull that up.
Doing a check here. But yeah, I don't know. My point still stands.
ever.
Just like, what are they gonna do different? It's like they still want to make the same adventure games, but it's just like that was literally the exact same reason they failed. It's just like they kept making the same games just with different brands.
Mm-hmm.
So
oh
my god, he found it. He found it.
Don't take off the plastic
No,
wrap.
you just ruined it. Oh my god.
It's the field.
That's incredible. Why
That's
do you have that?
Sealed.
It's
What?
the sealed.
What do you even do in a game like that?
Dude, that's worth so much money. Go pawn it.
Wait, when did it release?
Wait, who did you say was the one that worked on it?
Galaxy Pest Control?
I don't see that on here. I don't know if it's the same
Dang
game.
it.
Oh no.
I don't care. Duck Dynasty video game is all I needed to see today.
If you want the funniest like go into your review, look up Angry Joe's review of it. It's absolutely hilarious.
Really?
I don't know if you
that's
guys saw
so
this.
funny.
Bonus redneck log unlock code inside. Whoa. Jeez.
Sold. Where can I buy it?
I believe I bought this game for like an extra life. Like I think I was gonna play through the whole thing on extra life.
Oh
and
no.
I never got to it.
That's so good.
And it was like $8, I think. I still have the pickup slip from Best Buy on it. I picked it up on 2016.
Oh my
Uh,
Andrew, what are you doing with your life decisions?
this is what I do. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, apparently it's not the same game, so it has nothing to do with Telltale.
I don't think it does.
Still a terrific find, though.
But pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know about this whole Telltale thing. I can't see it coming off the ground. It's a noble effort if they're really trying to. Jamie Adley and Brian Waldo are really trying to revive it, but I think it might be a bit of a lost cause. They might be doomed before they even start. I don't know.
So I think Athlon Games is going to be their publisher.
Okay.
Never
What
heard
else
of
do they? Okay.
Let's see. What do Athlon do? Or what have they done? Come on, Google. Come on, Chrome.
Also, I just googled that game. It's like $3 on eBay. So.
What the heck?
Yeah, but like those games are all opened, right? Though you have a sealed original
I do
sticker.
have a
Come
sealed
on,
copy.
that's gonna jump the value up.
Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We worth millions one day.
Oh.
Yeah,
One
just
day.
keep it. Just keep it.
So these guys have done, all Athlon's done is Amazon Game Studios and you, which owns Athlon, to co-develop game based on Lord of the Rings world. That's all
Okay.
they've done.
Ooh, license.
This seems
Very good.
shady as heck. Like what? There's no information on either company, like Liu or Athlon. And it's like, okay, great, you're gonna review, buy it and everything and restart the company, but what are you gonna do?
I guess maybe like the one change, just from reading the Polygon article here, is like, oh, they like the idea of binge watching. They might not do like these like episodic seasonal releases and whatnot that Telltale did, which I don't know. Once again, I still don't think that really was the reason why Telltale collapsed. You know?
Well, that and it seems like management was not too hot. Like they're betting big on their stuff. Like each game had to be this gigantic thing, and not every one of them were selling hotcakes like they everyone thought.
Yeah.
Not like The Walking Dead. Everything was not quite there.
Yeah. They put out so many games, like they did.
They did. Everything was
Walking Dead.
hugely licensed.
Yeah.
Did you know that they did a Monkey Island game?
Yeah.
Maybe,
Is
yeah.
that crazy?
And they did Tales from the Borderlands.
That game was okay.
Yeah.
I had my friends play through the Game of Thrones one. That game was kind of boring.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah. What
People
else?
were not too hot on.
They did
Guardians of the
Guardians of the Galaxy, which I don't even think anyone played.
Yeah.
But
Was that the, yes, some people did play that. Me being one of them.
yes, it's weird. I don't know. Telltale. We'll see. It's just weird how soon this happened. I guess they're really banking on the name, selling stuff. So that'll be interesting to see if it actually pans out.
I think the main issue I have is they haven't actually said anything about what they're going to do. Like if you go onto Telltale, they've just got, "Hey, we're back," and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're just trying to
no
get all
info.
the old games up again and try to make money off of those, and then maybe they'll create something else if they make enough money from those old games.
Yeah, the article mentioned they still got Wolf Among Us and Batman as full rights. So
Yeah, sure.
And they also had that Stranger Things deal. I don't know what exactly the issue is with that.
Yeah.
Because that game never came out.
Almost a year to the day, apparently.
Closed down.
Yeah, almost a year to the day. They shut down September 2018.
Nice.
All right.
Well,
Anything else to say about Telltale?
They better fix. If they're gonna come out with new stuff, they better fix their engine and stuff, because
Yeah, they need
They're
a new engine. real
bound to repeat if they don't change.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right, Anthony. The next big kind of like gaming event coming up is the Tokyo Game Show, and I will forever
Correct.
remember that event because the night that we were supposed to stream is the night my PC blew up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So yeah. All right. Anyway, so 2019. Hopefully it'll be a better one.
Yep.
Anyway, what's going on with that?
So basically, with this point, Sony has announced their complete list of games that they'll be showcasing at the Tokyo Game Show in 2019. The event will be running between 12th of September to the 15th of September, and there is a massive list. Some of the more renowned titles to be shown is Borderlands 3, Modern Warfare, Code Vein. What?
I'm looking at the list.
Yeah, it's a big list. 13 Sentinels, AI the Simonian, whatever. Can't read that. Code Vein, Concrete Genie, Contra Rogue Core, Control, Cyberpunk, The Dark Picture, Death Stranding, Destiny 2, Shadow Keep, Dagoma, Survive, Divinity Original Sin 2. Why are they still showing that?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Maybe maybe the version for Switch.
Yeah.
Definitive Edition?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Dragon Ball Z, Dream, eFootball, FIFA 20, Final Fantasy. I don't know Roman
7
numerals,
remake.
so I do apologize.
7 remake.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Fortnite, for some reason as well. Genshin Impact, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Ghost of
Ghost
do you
of
say it?
Tsushima. We will.
Tsushima, there you go.
That will be the.
Shima.
That will be the first
Sushi.
first time we've seen that game since E3 2018.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been.
Because Sony didn't attend E3 this year, that's right.
No,
so
and
this
then,
is
like-
going to be their big thing.
Yeah, and none of their other like press conferences last year they didn't show it off again either, or throughout this year.
Mm.
Yeah, this will be the first time I've seen that game in like a year and a half. Anyway, sorry.
Maybe they didn't want to conflate it with Sekiro. I don't know. Because
Maybe.
visually similar games again.
Okay.
I guess.
Grand Blue Fantasy, Gungrave. Is it wrong to... Okay.
Is it wrong to try
Is
to
it
pick
wrong
up
to
girls in a
try and
dungeon?
pick up girls in a dungeon?
That's
Why
a
not?
really good anime series.
I have heard of the anime before.
Little Nightmares 2 Avengers as well, which is going to be very interesting to see what they've got to show with that because it looks quite bad. Medieval, Mega Man Zero, Monkey King Hero is back, Monster Hunter World Iceborne,
Ooh.
Need for Speed Heat, new Guilty Gear, apparently. Neo 2, One Piece, One Punch Man, Persona 5, Project Resistance, Project Sakura Wars, which is done by Sega, Ready Set Heroes, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Romancing Cigar 3, Secure, whatever that is.
It's a dating sim.
Cool. SD Gundam G Generation Cross Rays, great name. Shenmue 3, Star Ocean First Departure, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Sword Art Online, Tales of Arise, Trials of Mana, Watch Dogs, Legion, and Yakuza. They've also got a few PS VR titles as well. And the PlayStation Presents live show at TGS 2019 titles are going to be Modern Warfare, Death Stranding, Dragon Ball Z, Final Fantasy VII, Gran Turismo, Sport, for some reason, Project Resistance, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
And Neo 2.
And Neo 2. I miss that.
Lots of games.
Lots
of
of stuff.
games.
Sony
Yeah.
stuff.
TGS will
So-
be exciting.
I mean, yeah, Tokyo Game Show is mainly like a Sony platform, isn't it?
And
Usually.
Nintendo, of course.
Yeah, true. We didn't really get much from Nintendo last year, did we?
No, not
That's
really.
fine.
Mm.
So,
yeah,
what
that'll be
kind of those games we liking?
That's a good question. I'm interested in seeing how Divinity 2 is going to run on Switch. Because this was another thing that was brought up in the Nintendo Direct. That game is going to have cross-save with Steam, which essentially means that you can pick it up on PC and you can pick it up on Switch, and you can go back and forth
So-
between the two seamlessly, which I think is kind of
Sweet.
interesting.
This isn't the Nintendo one because this is Sony's list, not the TGS list. This
Oh,
is
interesting.
Sony's
Just
specific
Sony.
list.
Yeah.
Just Sony. So it doesn't seem to be the Switch version of it, so I'm not too sure what they're showing off.
not
It
sure.
says it's like the definitive edition, so it could be like a remake or something or whatever. Maybe it's like new content
Maybe.
for it. I don't know.
I think that game is already on PS4. So, feel like there's
I'm really
things.
interested in what they show off for Ghost of Tsushima. I want to see how that game
Yeah.
has come.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
This says trailer.
Yeah.
2017.
Okay.
Hmm.
Andrew,
I'm
anything on
interested
this
in
list? That's good?
Avengers, to be honest.
I want to see how they've developed Avengers since the
same.
3.
I heard
I'm
there was
curious
some.
to see.
I heard some stuff around that game recently. It's like not as bad as it looked. So
I
it's
think it looked terrible back at E3, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what spot that game is at.
yeah. I've heard there's some some positivity around what some. I've heard some outlets talking about they've played. There's some pretty positive stuff on it.
Okay.
That's good.
But like at the same time, like you can't have like 2 Hulks at the same time. You have to have like,
Yeah.
You gotta keep things canonical now. Come on now.
and Disney being Disney. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
stuff like that. So we'll see how
The
it
main story of it also isn't co-op. It's a single player only game, but some
Oh, yeah.
missions are co-op,
Yeah, side missions or whatever are co-op.
Do you
which is
think that-
real dumb, in my opinion. It's real dumb.
Do you think that Kojima has anything else to say about Death Stranding at this point? Because I feel like he's already spoken his piece.
No.
Maybe not like we will understand what he says. Probably like
Right,
we're,
I know.
like, confused.
I feel
by
like
that.
everyone that is planning on getting that game is already sold at this point, so I don't know if there's a lot of point in having another trailer at TGS. But
I've been sold since like the first trailer.
I know. You know what I just
Wasn't there another trailer very recently?
Yeah, I know.
remember in Metal Gear Solid 5 that he just had like an iPod.
Yeah.
And you were just like,
A Walkman.
dude, I wonder if you could just like.
An iDroid, come on.
No, like there. I think he had an iPod. He had some kind of
No, you had an old. It was
in 4.
Oh, what's up?
I know in 4 you had like something that was like a.
was it a Walkman?
Yeah, in
It was like a
five.
license, like a-
In 5, you legit had an old Sony Walkman.
Okay, in
Oh,
4 you
okay.
have like some kind of license thing too.
Okay.
Let you play music. Man, how cool would it be just like just bopping around, like delivering your packages while you're just like
Yeah.
jamming out to music, like via in game? God, I'm
Yeah.
down for that, dude.
Imagine David Hayter playing.
What if
Star
David
Wars
Hayter
Guardians of
shows
the
up
Galaxy?
in the game?
That would be
Like,
cool.
you know,
I wouldn't be
'cause
too surprised.
I wouldn't
That would
either.
be cool.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
I guess Hader and Kojima don't really like each other too much right now
Oh.
because Kojima, for purposes that technically made sense for the plot of 5, cast Kiefer Sutherland to play Snake
I mean,
in 5.
Not really though. At the same time,
Yeah.
because like
I don't want to spoil 5. But,
I know.
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
an
it's
old
an
game.
old
Yeah.
game.
But
come on,
also
that's fine.
like
It's only 4 years old.
Hater voiced Big Boss and Solid Snake,
Yeah, true. And they are
so
different
those are
people.
2 different people.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't know. You can make the
well,
you
I guess
can
they're
make
not
another.
different people.
No, you can make an
theoretically.
argument though that like, okay, we're gonna get into like
Get into some
time
Metal Gear
paradox
Solid
here
talk.
anyway.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
No, but I guess they aren't. They're the same person, I guess, right? Technically, they're the clone.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
clone.
they would be.
So
Yeah,
he-
technically.
he's the same person.
Yeah. And
Metal Gear lore, ladies and gentlemen.
let's just say that the snake in Metal Gear Solid 5 is the most removed from all the snakes.
Yep.
There are more
Yeah,
than
anyway.
one. Oh boy, I got a
Yeah.
lot of.
Have you played it, Ethan?
No, I need
Oh,
to.
okay. Okay.
Anyway.
I own a
It's
PS3.
Yeah.
plays very well. But the story is is non-existent,
Okay.
The
Cool.
story is kind of non-existent, to be
which
honest.
is a bummer for Metal Gear fans.
Yeah.
That's fine. I need to get into the entire Metal Gear series at
I
some point.
like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Just play 3 first.
Yeah. I like Metal Gear
I mean,
Like
Solid
1 and
5's
2?
good. Don't get me
People like
wrong,
1
but
and 2, right?
there's no real story
Huh?
to it.
People like 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, but 3 is technically like the first in the order.
Oh, but I like playing stuff in chronological order to see how the gameplay
Then
progresses
3.
over time.
Start with 3.
Well, 3 is the first
Yeah.
story-related game.
Yeah.
No, I like. Sorry.
I understand
like,
release. I know what you're saying.
Oh,
Release
release
order,
order.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, then.
But if
get
you
it.
play 3 and don't like it, then you're probably not gonna like
Yeah.
Okay.
1 or 2.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Most likely.
I'll have to consider it for sure.
Okay.
If you can play the, it might break it a little bit, but play the GameCube version of 1.
Okay.
That one's
Isn't it
got
on PS3?
1.
There's a Metal Gear Solid HD collection you can pick up on.
There's a
PS3.
Legacy collection. I
Yeah,
believe.
you can buy that one, but basically the GameCube version is completely different than the PS1 version. It's like updated graphics. It's like got first-person shooting in it, so it's like a basically
Oh.
Metal Gear Solid 1 with more, just like it's just better. It's Metal Gear Solid 1, but better.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they like just changed that game completely. So
Okay.
if you
I'll have to
can,
consider
which I don't know, I don't think that game's out, but like disc version of GameCube.
Sure.
What's the name of that one? Was it
Twin,
Peace Walker?
Twin
Twin
Snakes.
Snakes. Right.
Yeah.
I heard of that.
Peace Walker is the Vita one.
Mhm.
Okay.
That
Oh,
is
man.
also on PS4.
Peace Walker is like similar to 3, I think.
Peace Walker came after 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was like
That's the next
Portable
one.
Ops or something like that. There was a game in between.
Portal
that.
Ops
And
is
then-
a PSP game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't there a
think
Metal Gear
Grounds-
Solid 3D?
I
There's
don't know.
3D as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
play
yeah,
on-
on 3DS.
I
You
don't
really
think
want?
so.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh, no.
that was Metal Gear Solid 3.
On 3DS, yeah.
Yeah, here it is. You can also
Oh,
play
yeah,
some
true.
Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel, which is the Game Boy Advanced version of like.
What?
Yeah. There's a Game Boy. No, just a Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And let's not forget Metal Gear 2.
Dude, those games have got baller soundtracks though. If you want to like just jam out to like some good music,
Yeah.
Okay.
listen.
Andrew.
The soundtracks are really good.
Have you seen? There's just like this dude recreated the opening scene for a Metal Gear Solid 1 in like 4K. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll,
sure.
okay, here
Watch
I'll
that.
send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm
The
looking
one
at
with
it.
like the scuba,
Yeah,
scuba?
it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Any other highlights to take away from Sony's list here at TGS? It's quite the sizable list.
Was Ghostwire
Well,
Tokyo
like-
on that by
No.
any chance?
No.
No. Shoot. I can
No.
Contra, huh?
They're showing off more Watch Dogs Legion, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Probably. I mean,
That's on the
they're
list.
showing off Breakpoint, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't really see the point to show off more.
Well, is there? I mean, is this
Watch
the first
Dogs is
instance?
next year.
Watch Dogs.
I think so.
Yeah.
Is
this
Ghost
the
Recon
first
later
one?
this year?
Yeah, Ghost Recon's like in
October.
a month. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
I mean, I only literally just announced that. Like, it's coming out.
I
It's
need to-
coming
I need-
out so quick.
I need to
Feels
play
like.
3 Yakuza 0. Sorry.
That's true.
Anthony, what were you saying?
I was just saying, it seems like it's coming out so quickly because it was just announced.
Oh.
Are they gonna give any details about the Yakuza 7?
They already actually talked about it, how it's like basically a turn-based RPG now.
I heard about that. You
Kinda
think
weird.
there's gonna be anything to come out of TGS about that game?
Cool.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I mean that's the audience for that, so
Probably, yeah.
they'll probably talk a little bit more. Get some cool story background stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta get into that series.
Dude, play Zero. It's really good.
Okay.
Zero's fantastic. Majima, that character. It's the best.
I gotta
All
check
right.
that series out.
All right. Anything else about Tokyo Game Show?
No, that's kind of it.
All right.
Fun to see.
Although there is kind of something related. Sony is also showing off Cyberpunk, but there is also Cyberpunk news that you want to talk about, Anthony. What's this?
Apparently, this is only very small. Just reading from the article, which is from Spiel Times, there has been a lot of controversy around Cyberpunk 2077. Ever since the announcement, because of the first-person perspective, many users demanded to have a separate TPP mode, which is a third-person mode. It was earlier revealed that Cyberpunk 2077 will have a few instances of third-person perspective as well. However, that is not the case anymore. So, quite a few of the cutscenes were in third person. They've completely gotten rid of them, and it's all in first person the entire game.
Wow.
You can probably
Good
play
now.
this game in VR.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe.
Probably
Eventually.
eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
So this was announced on a thread on the CD forums, revealed that CDPR has completely removed all TPP instances from the game. The game will solely be on FPP on release. This is something the community has not taken very positively. There's been numerous discussions on the Cyberpunk subreddit and games subreddit criticizing the same. I think that, yeah, whatever. That's owing to the fact that the game has a robust character builder, but the presence of FPP throughout the game nullifies its existence, since the only time one can see the character is when he's in front of a mirror.
Yeah, might as well just not give us a character builder at that point,
Well,
TBH.
it's
Yeah.
also
Right.
multiplayer coming out. So.
Oh, okay.
Apart from that, there will be certain few events where you will be able to see the character, but as far as cutscenes are concerned, the very few instances that were present have been purged. While the perspective is absolutely, while the perspective absolutely doesn't decide the quality of a game, it's something which certain players are very skeptical about.
I really like
No,
third
it
person
doesn't.
like perspectives, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but I can see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
Like we really want you to get into the role of role playing, right? We really want you to role
Right,
play.
yeah.
So let's make it as immersive, quote unquote, as possible by taking away, seeing your character, by you being the character at all times, right? So
Right, yeah.
it makes sense. It's
Yeah, I don't
Are
know.
you guys all planning on getting this?
Yeah, it's like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
think
fine
so.
with it. Game looks sick. You know, I'm still gonna buy it, probably. you
I
know?
think I don't. I'm gonna be hesitant because my PS4, I have a base model, and it's starting to show its age a bit. So
Just get it
now
on
I'm
PC,
like,
bro.
well, my PC isn't that. I need more RAM. I
Okay.
need like.
How much RAM do you have?
Download more RAM.com,
8.
bro.
I have 8.
Okay.
So I'm a little lagging behind on the RAM.
Okay.
And it's bad RAM. So thankfully RAM prices are going down, so I can
Yeah.
actually get some. But yeah, like so I'm like hesitant. I'm like, oh, I guess I could PC. PS4 is probably gonna not run well. So yeah, I don't know. I'll get it though for sure.
Okay.
Where I don't know yet. But it looks cool. I really like that kind of music and that kind of style.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Sort
my
of
alley.
synthwave kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm into synthwave and the 80s and stuff like that, so it's right
Yeah,
up my
for sure.
alley.
Neon Asian signs everywhere. That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
This is, it's like, I'm a really big fan of the Ghost in
Right
the
out your
Shell.
street, Taylor.
Huh? Ghost in the Shell, that
Right out
original
your
movie.
street, Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's and no one else is really doing it like quite as much like they are. So
Right. I'm a big Blade Runner fan. That's probably my second or third favorite movie of all time, and that's just. I mean, so this is essentially Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, or Fifth Element.
They run of the game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I was gonna say,
I
this
really
is like
was not.
Go ahead.
I really was not sold on this when I first saw it at E3 last year, and then I saw the trailer for E3 this year. Mind you, nothing to do with Kenny Reeves, but anyway. Now I really want to pick it up. It looks awesome.
Yeah, game looks fun. It's the closest thing we'll get to a Ghost in the Shell game, honestly.
True.
Anthony, real quick, can you say that guy's name again?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. I'm all good.
For those of you who need to translate Australian at home, that was Keanu Reeves. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What
I don't know. I pronounce stuff badly.
what is like what's the Aboriginal language called?
No clue, to be
Okay.
honest.
Aborigine?
Yeah, Aboriginal. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's something like that. But it's because there's so many different like tribes and whatnot. I think they all kind of have a different spiel
Dialect.
of this one set language. So it's
For
like
sure.
everything's called different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything
Which
else?
one does Keanu Reeves speak?
Dunno.
Yeah.
Bogan. How about that?
He speaks
Bogan.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Has anyone played like the original tabletop game? Can you still get that?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You can.
I know a few people from Polygon who are going through that game right now. Actually, I think.
I don't know. Check it out.
You should. Yeah, I don't know a ton about it myself, but it seems cool. Can I talk about my topic now? Because this is a weird. Mine is a weird one.
I would say it's like, oh yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, cool. So, outside of the Nintendo Direct, because I guess Nintendo felt that this was too weird for the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo announced this thing that I should link to in the Twitch chat, and I will do shortly. Or actually, can somebody else do it? I'm not allowed
It's a
to.
hula hoop, okay? That's all it is.
Essentially, they announced this like fitness device that they haven't even given a name yet, where you slide your Joy-Con into the side of like this rubber ring. I want to say it's not exactly rubber, but it's really bendable. And in this commercial, different people are using it for different exercise purposes, like as a weight in one, or as like a squeezing it between their knees for another. Some guy is like laying down on the floor and kicking his legs like a swimmer. It's a weird deal,
Dude,
especially.
I love this thing. I really do. I love this thing. Like, this is like classic weird Nintendo. Like, this is something you'd straight up see in a Wii commercial. You know,
Right?
Just like, yeah, it's like I'm thinking, oh, this is great. Anyway, keep going.
It's so yeah. I think I'll side with you there. What's especially nice is that Nintendo isn't writing on this anymore. Like back in the Wii days, like if we saw a commercial like this, we would be like, "What are you doing, Nintendo? Messing up your marketing and stuff." Right now, this is just icing on top of the cake. They're doing fine, and so they have the leniency to release whatever the heck accessory that they want to. Again, the weird thing is that the title of the video is "First Look at a New Experience for Nintendo Switch." We don't know what the heck this is yet. I don't know what the name of it is, what the pricing scheme, whether it comes with software or not.
Yeah, this is like a commercial, but also a teaser for something that's just like Yeah. I guess, what is it? We're getting, like, more details on it on the 12th or whatever? In, like, 5 days from now?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
These guys are like doing workouts with this thing.
The
Like,
heck?
jeans on. What are these guys doing?
Right?
Like doing crunches of jeans on. And,
Everybody has jeans.
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't know, I'm thinking...
just-
Oh, go ahead.
I went to the YouTube video and I looked down at the top comment, and I like this a lot. September 12th, people are going to be speedrunning Dark Souls using this controller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
100%.
Oh, do you want
I wonder if it actually
where it's
works
like a
in Dark
lady is just, like, strapping it to her leg.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know-
there's like a
You know how
there's a
in,
portion
like,
of it that like straps
yeah,
into your
yeah,
leg
like a
through,
motion
through
thing.
Velcro.
Yeah, you know how in like
Why?
Wii Sports Resort you used to just like run and it's like you had to move your hands to move your Mii and it's like you gotta
Yeah.
run in place and whatnot. Yeah, I wonder if
Heck
I'm thinking this is either gonna be like a successor to like Wii Sports Resort or like Wii Fit or maybe a combination of the both. Yeah, yeah.
Still, just the rear peripheral. Like,
Oh yeah.
I still.
I wonder if people will be able to hack it to make it work with like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
still have my Wii Fit board right here.
Yeah.
Every day gets used, clearly.
Yeah, I don't know, there's like a scene where it's like a
years.
lady is doing like a thigh workout. Like, you know, the thing where it's like you crunch like the resistance band between your legs or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
to
yeah.
do that. It's like, I'm gonna beat Dark Souls using my thighs, okay?
I know.
Using
What
the
a,
power
what a
of my
wonderful
thighs.
world.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious if you would be able to use it for that though, because Nintendo's weird.
That's a good point.
With that,
Yeah.
you know. But maybe you'll be
What a
able to plug it into
wonderful-
a PC and make it work or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'd give
So I
people
remember
a week.
I remember at E3 I was trying to play Smash Bros with the arcade stick.
Oh,
Nah.
I remember, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People do that now.
Well,
It's
I was
banned.
trying to.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
banned?
that booth. I remember that booth.
Yeah, yeah. There's the Smash stick, I believe it's called. No wait.
You talking about a hitbox?
Smash. Yeah, the hitbox. Yeah, Smash. Bros.
Hitbox is different than an arcade stick. There's
it
a
is?
reason why that's banned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
that's it, gotcha.
Because you can like hold different directions at the same time. Like I could hold forward and back, and be not in like because you could there's buttons
That makes sense.
so that I could like it's kind of cheating.
Yeah. That
Find
doesn't
out
seem
more
necessary.
September 12th, apparently, so
Yeah.
that's something else.
I guess so.
I think
love this.
I think this thing is like a ring and also a leg one, because it's like a Velcro kind of thing that straps around your leg as well. So it's not. I think it's like a two-part kit thing that you get from Kmart or something. It's like $20. I don't know.
All right, gentlemen, we need to put some bets down now. What's the name of this? What's this thing gonna be called?
The actual thing itself or the game it's attached to?
I would, sure, both. So
Okay.
I would say the thing itself.
Okay.
If you have a bet on whatever game.
1-2 fit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. 1, 2,
That's
What
pretty
if they were playing? What if they were playing like Sonic at the Olympics or something with that thing?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I
was
think
like,
it
I did a
could be-
backflip.
That's the one thing I was
Straight
thinking.
through the
Is,
window.
like, is this like a weird controlling accessory for the Olympic Games? And then the dude was like, I did a bat flip. It's just like gymnastics.
the ring,
effect,
you know,
maybe?
like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it could even be used as like a steering wheel for like Mario Kart or something.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh man,
You
there's
put
way
the
too many.
Joy-Cons in there?
Way too many
So big
uses
though.
for
Like,
this.
what car are you driving?
The
That's just,
semi
like,
truck. You're driving a semi truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor, you had a suggestion for what it should be named.
It's like
I
the
think
Joy
earlier in the
Fit
chat.
or whatever. What did I say earlier? I can't
Joy
pull
You
it.
Fit?
said
That's not
Joy
bad.
Band. I think.
Yeah, the Joy
Band.
Band or
That's
something.
not
I
bad.
don't know. The Joy Band.
The joy of life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Be some like weird like it's a ring, it's a circle, it represents connectivity and all this weird
It's
stuff.
the ring. The ring of joy. The
Some
ring
weird
of
like
light.
philosophical Nintendo thing they enjoyed. Yeah, it's
There
like
is no beginning, there is no end, there is
there was only the rain, and the Joy-Con,
weird stuff like that.
and the Joy-Con
Oh my
that straps
gosh.
to your thigh.
Dude, it's gonna be a tie-in to the Tolkien biography that's coming out. Oh my word.
It's a Lord of the Rings thing.
Yes, sir. That's
Yeah, the dude's like,
100%.
I did a bat flip. Yeah, it's like Frodo bat flipping from from an orc or whatever.
I don't even know, man.
Okay. I don't know. I love this thing. This is like
So
peak
weird.
Nintendo marketing,
Gimmicky.
TBH. You know?
Gimmicky.
I still
Yeah.
can't believe they didn't even give it a name. They're like, hey, check this thing out. It's not even what is the point? God.
I don't know. Whatever game they're doing it with, it has to be related to fitness. Like it has.
Oh
to.
yeah, for sure.
all
That
the
person was
exercise and
literally
whatnot.
doing like
Yeah.
crunches, like a tuck up,
Yeah.
like with that thing.
Also, I love their depiction of Dallas. Just saying. Yeah, it's
Oh, it
pretty
was
funny.
everything was very idealistic. Like,
Yeah.
when they showed the
Yeah.
SF, I was like, way too clear for it to be San Francisco. Say that much.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. This thing is incredible. Anthony, what do you think?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you regretting
I mean,
selling your Switch now?
Yeah,
No.
this is really gonna make Anthony buy a Switch back.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's really
I wonder
sad.
if it's compatible. Hey, it's not compatible with the Switch Lite.
Oh,
It's not,
you're
is it?
right. No, you're right because it looks like the
not.
Joy-Cons
Oh, so
can
they have-
detach.
Can't put the Joy-Cons in. That's true.
Well,
Unless you
still,
buy
still compatible. You can
Joy-Cons,
buy
Yeah,
extra
separate
Joy-Con.
Joy-Cons, yeah.
but then you'd have to be playing on this tiny screen.
Yeah. Just have this like little thing on a table propped in front of you doing like push-ups. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
you
see
know.
what the problem is. This sounds like the perfect gaming experience, guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know what your problem is.
Precisely.
I don't know. I kind of think it's gonna be like the Switch 1 or like the Switch 0 or something. I don't know. Just feels like an O. I don't
The Switch O? I don't know.
lose 0 calories. So.
Switch O.
so bad.
Switch O. That sounds like a cereal brand.
The Switch ounce
Switch
or
O's.
something for all the
Switch
ounces you're gonna
O's.
drop? I don't know.
I love it.
Maybe.
This thing is weird. I can't wait to see. what they make of
Nintendo's.
Nintendo. That sounds like a knockoff brand of like Cheerios or something. Nintendo's.
Oh, I'm sure that exists probably.
this.
And
Yeah.
they're
Or
not
like
even
the-
O's, they're just like N's.
Maybe like the Fit Grip or something.
Maybe, I
Look
don't
at
know.
you getting crafty.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. I love it. I can't wait for September 12th now.
It's gonna be
It's
fun.
weird.
Yeah, I
It's gonna
love
be a
it.
good time.
All right. So now for some depressing news.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Think back to Bethesda's E3 press conference this year. There was a game that absolutely
yeah.
came out of nowhere and got a lot of people's attention. You know, both because, you know, the game looked like very interesting. Also, it's Ghostwire Tokyo. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Ghostwire Tokyo. It was developed by Tango Games and everything. Tango Gameworks, and that's also like that studio's big because the guy who kind of like originally did Resident Evil, that was like his like studio baby. Resident Evil. I'm sorry, what? 4? 3?
Four.
Four,
I
yeah,
believe.
4.
Yeah.
That was like his studio baby. And so it was like, yeah, so they've been working on this game called Ghostwire Tokyo. They showed it off at Bethesda E3. Game absolutely came out of nowhere, you know, because like,
It looked awesome.
yeah, it looked awesome, it looked cool. And the presentation was awesome, okay?
Done well.
Yeah, Ikumi Nakamura, you might remember her. She was the
Yeah.
really like happy, joyful girl on stage. You know, she was the single ray of light and happiness in the dark abyss of despair that is Bethesda and Zenimax. Well, a few days ago, she announced that she left Bethesda and Zenimax as well as her creative director role for Ghostwire Tokyo. No further reasons given. She just said, you know, if any other studios would like to work with me, here's my LinkedIn profile. Hit me up. And so,
Interesting.
yeah, this also came out of nowhere, TBH. You know, we haven't heard anything from the game since it came out, and it's like there haven't been any indications of like internal strife or anything. So I am kind of wondering if this is like a Kojima 2.0 situation. You guys go back to 2015 when Kojima and Konami had their big falling out over Metal Gear Solid 5 and everything. So, and that came out of nowhere also. So, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, I don't know. It depends, like, because obviously she works with Tango Gameworks, which is based in Japan, and then Bethesda is obviously based in Bethesda,
Maryland.
wherever.
Yeah.
Maryland. Thank you. So I don't know. It's hard to know, like, if it's one or the other, like, studios, like if it's the publisher or the studio.
Yeah.
So we don't know anything yet.
No. They're still very sparse, and they probably will remain sparse until, I don't say until the game comes out, but, you know, maybe next time we see the game we'll know more, but, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anthony, what do you think?
Well, I'm looking at the statement that she actually made when she,
Uh-huh.
it's, I don't know, like if you want to kind of speculate a little bit as to why she said, I do not want to forget appreciation and respect to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, that's kind of a little bit interesting. To me, it seems like there's been a falling out with her, to be honest. She hasn't just up and said, okay, I'm not interested in working here anymore. You know, I'm going to go and work somewhere else or whatever.
Yeah.
She seemed like during E3, she seemed like she was very much on board and excited about Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, I mean, this is like by and large her product, and was trying to view it as
It's her baby in a sense.
Yeah, RE4 dude passing the torch to her.
I mean,
Yeah.
9
9 years is a long time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've also decided to proceed to the world. I can keep myself happy and somebody require me. Now the huge world is showing me infinite. Mind you, she doesn't speak very good. Like she's not native speaking English.
She might want to get a translator. Yeah, a lot of her tweets, they're a little harder to decipher. But you can yeah.
It's kind of a very balanced puzzle. Don't miss even a small piece, I believe. Things are multifaceted. You might not believe something I believe. The reverse is also true to everybody else. Everything else that's happening in the world appears phony. Is this normal or paranormal? What?
I don't. Yeah. I mean, this 9 years is a really long time, right?
Yeah.
Like that's long enough for anyone to be like, okay, like I've gone as far as I can go in this company.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm kind of done with this game. We've kind of got where we need to get like creatively and like all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
So now it's just finishing the game or whatever.
Yeah, you know, maybe the game is a lot further in development. Than,
Yeah. We don't actually know.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't seem like she's mad leaving. She's like, oh, I respect everyone at these places. So, you know, people move on for various amounts of reasons. Like, something could be horribly wrong, or, you know, maybe like 9 years is a long time.
Or maybe it was just a career move, too.
Exactly, right? It's good.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Like, I need a break. I need to move somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, just because of the statement she said, and also a song to the end, it seems like to me there's been a bit of a falling out with somebody or something. I may be completely incorrect, but it's just what I think. So yeah, it's to me it's confusing that she's gone to E3, seemed very happy about the game, and kind of just said, okay, I quit, or okay, I leave, or whatever. So it's just a little interesting. But hopefully she finds a new position to fill, and hopefully somebody picks her up because she seems like a nice person.
Yeah, she was so happy. She has such a
very
broad.
happy.
She has like a really credited history also. So for Ghostwire, I told you she wrote the story, scenario, and character settings. She also designed concept art for characters, creatures, and the setting key visual. She served as a concept artist on Tango Gameworks' The Evil Within and The Evil Within 2. And she also worked on Bayonetta as a concept artist, and was an environmental artist for Okami, which was absolutely beautiful game, gorgeous game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all solid games. Like, none of those games are like bad.
No.
It's a very good history.
Yeah. Ethan, what do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think that she seems to be a perfectly capable concept artist.
Yeah.
And I imagine that she won't have an issue finding another studio to work with. So.
Do you think
Especially
Falling
after
Out
that.
or career
Say
move?
what?
Do you think Falling Out or career move?
From the happy tweets that she seems to be putting out, I don't know. I think it's just a career move. I think she just wants to find a new place to work. And,
Okay.
Unless if something else comes out, I wouldn't read too much into it.
Okay. My money's on Falling Out. Place your bets here, boys.
We're at 50-50 here.
Yeah,
man.
okay. My money's on
Positive people, you know, here.
I don't know. It's like I'm still so scarred over the Kojima situation. So
That's fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Did you ever hear have we heard any rumors about her potentially having a fallout with
It was only a couple days ago, so I don't
Yeah, it
think-
was only a couple days ago. I mean, there was even leading up to Kojima leaving Konami, there were all sorts of rumors about Konami mistreating their workers and stuff, and I don't think I've heard anything about that from the studio, so
No.
I don't know.
Not yet. No.
There isn't
then-
much smoke.
I mean, ZeniMax is probably they've been before I say that. Probably,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Zenimax.
They've been in trouble before, right?
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also, it's like we didn't really know the whole Kojima thing until Metal Gear Solid 5 actually came out. So yeah, it could be one of those cases where it's just we just gotta wait and see. But I don't know. Game still looks interesting. I can't wait to see what
Yeah.
else we see from the game. It's probably
For sure.
it's probably gonna be one of those buys, you know? Seems good. Seems good. Just sold on concept alone. All right. Certainly one of the more creative things Bethesda had at E3, TBH. Just all right, you know, there's Doom Eternal, but I mean that's just more Doom, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's just
I was gonna say.
there's just more Doom. Great, don't get me wrong. It was just this seemed so unique and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so I think that'll about wrap up the gaming news then. So Anthony, what games are releasing this next week?
So we have a few actually.
Yeah.
10 starting us off on September 9, which is tomorrow for me, or 2 days off for you guys. Kings of Law and the Fall of Ebrus is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Unrailed Steam Early Access is obviously coming to PC on September 9th as well. Discrepant is coming to Steam Early Access on September 9th. Caravan Stories is going to PS4 on September 10th. Pez 2020, which is a Konami game, I believe, is going to PS4 and Xbox One on September 10. Blasphemous is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 10 as well.
Oh.
Gears 5 is coming to PC and Xbox One on September 10. I thought this was already out.
Oh, I think it came out for like premium members. Like if you like
Oh yeah, like
special edition of it.
Yeah.
I think you can play it.
or
now?
like people involved in the preview program. I think it is as well. It's already out
Yeah, possibly.
on Xbox. Greedfall is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, also on September 10. Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive Series, which I think got cancelled.
So,
Let's go with this.
so Skybound Entertainment, the people who actually do the
Sure.
comic, stepped in and made sure that this game comes out.
Okay.
So
that's
they're
coming.
ones behind it instead of Telltale.
Sure. That's coming September 10 as well. PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Very interested to see how that looks. Die Young official launch is going to PC on September 12th. Super Dodgeball Beats is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 12 as well.
That looks good.
Modern Warfare Beta is going to PS4, PC, and Xbox One on September 12/19, I guess.
Oh.
PC 12th, and maybe consoles the 19th, perhaps? Daemon X Machina is going to Switch on September the 13th. We should hopefully be doing a review for that. Ellen is going to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on September 13th. And Borderlands 3 is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One on September 13th, which we should
wow.
also be doing a review for.
Wow, that's
it
coming
this
up really
week.
soon. Borderlands
Yes.
3 is coming out soon, man.
Mhm.
That snuck up on me.
Is that all you know for games release?
Yeah.
I want to bring this up. I saw this article, I think it was earlier today, I heard about it. It was just like, I guess, so, you know, Epic had famously said, it's like, we don't have the infrastructure on our Epic store to support the preload of Borderlands 3. I guess Epic put to work Gearbox developers and everything in order to build the infrastructure so people can preload Borderlands 3, which is completely wrong, IMO, but like, you know, because like you'd be like asking some like a developer on Steam to provide you know, Valve with infrastructure to support their game. But yeah, I saw that. I thought it was
It kind of fits the bill though, because it's Epic doesn't offer support,
right,
and it's like the developer's responsibility. So I reckon this might even be a trend that we're going to see. If people want preloaded games, they're going to build the infrastructure themselves. That's
that'd
what
be an
Epic's
absolute,
like.
like shot in the foot if Valve did that. Yeah, Valve's right. Okay. All right, so Anthony, where can the good people find you on the Twitter?
On the Twitter, I'm at SameAntman19.
I believe it's the tweeter.
The tweeter.
The Twitter, yep. Don't really post much, but I do manage all of the site's social media stuff. So if you are wanting to contact me, you can probably find me anywhere you can find the site.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Andrew, how about yourself?
You guys can find me at Duronsky, DRONSI. Okay, I have an important Twitter plug here.
Yeah.
I just pinned this tweet to my Twitter. I need you to watch it. It
Okay.
is me playing Tekken. I've peaked as a Tekken player.
All right, hold on, let's see. Let me find
The
you.
person I played is now no longer allowed to play Tekken. That is how bad it went for them.
Why?
What?
'Cause
Why?
I lost the first round. Okay, I'll be honest. I lost it. I just straight up triple perfected this guy.
Which one are you?
I'm the guy. And not
They both look like dudes.
okay. I'm the one with like the hat and the
Okay.
mustache.
Okay.
Okay.
You look beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I literally triple perfected this person.
Okay.
This was last night. It was very late, so I dropped some combos. I'll be honest, not the best gameplay, okay?
Okay.
But it's
I mean, it's like this dude isn't really doing best gameplay either, TBH, you know? It's
you know
like
what? It doesn't matter. If
Yeah.
you can't
Oh my
literally
God.
touch me for 3 rounds straight,
Yeah.
just stop.
If I was the guy in the receiving end, I probably just would have set the controller down and just went to bed.
I believe that's what happens at the end of the match. Is that they get hit and then they just left because they're like, you know what? I'm gonna give you this triple perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna walk.
Hopefully you're recording.
Yeah, I definitely clipped that because it was it's a good gamer moment. For me.
Yeah. Then he just kind of like stands there and tells you, I see what you mean now.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. He just stands there at one point, and I make eye contact with him. I'm like, thank you.
I like your guy's outfit.
Thank you. Yes, it's been a long time.
That was fantastic. Good job.
Yeah, congrats, man. Wait a
It's been
minute.
good.
Who does this guy look like? This guy looks like some Weird Al Yankovic ripoff. That's what it's like. All right.
Ethan, where can people find you on Twitter, and what do you like to post on there?
Oh boy, I am at Linkachuchu. That's LINKACHUCHU. I post random like movie review blurbs and game reviews if I finish a movie or something or a game. That's I like to document what movies I've been watching that way. Tell them my opinion. I'm a little behind. I watched what's it called? Whiplash.
Oh.
I haven't put up a review for that yet. But
Good movie. Good movie. Have you seen La La Land?
Yes, dude. That's like my third favorite movie. It's so
Excellent.
good. So
Didn't you just say that about Blade Runner?
Yeah.
That might. Well,
what really is your third favorite movie, Ethan? Get called out. Get called out.
I'll have to think about it. Probably Blade Runner is my second favorite. So yeah. La La Land is my third. Anyway,
what's the movie with the girl with 3 boobs? Is that Total Recall?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, it is.
I did Total Recall and Blade Runner confused sometimes.
Same.
It's okay.
What?
I mean,
Well, I also saw this really terrible movie called Face Off that has John Travolta.
Stop
and
it.
Nicolas Cage.
Stop
No.
it. Face Off is one of the best movies ever. I don't know. I'm 13.
Sponsorship. No.
They're
so
not.
dumb.
They're not in your
Where's
room,
my
Andrew. It's okay. There's
Where's
no gun
my
to your
Face
head.
Off poster?
Oh,
I
man.
have one.
FBI.
You have a Face Off poster.
I have a Face Off poster.
It's
I don't
so
know where
dumb.
It is. It must be in my bedroom.
It must be in the same shelf where you pulled the Duck Dynasty game from.
No,
That movie would be 75% shorter if it weren't for all the slow motion shots. And all the explosions.
I'm a big fan of the face touching in that movie. Like all of the just like.
Oh my gosh.
weird
Oh.
face touching. It's so good. Oh my god, Face Off is so good. It's like Face Off, Con Air. Oh, The Rock. Oh my god,
Fantastic.
the Nicolas Cage like trilogy right there.
Incredible.
Dude, so good.
Cap it all off with a National Treasure rewatch. Oh.
Oh,
National Treasure is good. I will defend that movie. I like that.
Face Off is good. Don't.
You ever
don't
see
sleep on Face Off.
Angels and Demons?
No.
Okay,
not,
pretty good.
no.
It's
Yeah.
it's based on
That's
a
the-
book by the same author of Da Vinci Code, Dan
Da Vinci
Brown.
Code,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Da Vinci Code, good movie too.
Interesting.
But good,
I gotta watch
even better
that one.
book, TBH. Yeah. All right. Anyway, we talked about
Anyway.
games on this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All right, you can find me on Twitter at InfuriousEllecon. That is at INFERIUSELLECON. My latest tweet is where I defended the use of fax machines. So anyway, what?
I love it.
Heck.
How do you do that? What? It's
No,
because
don't
like,
defend fax machines.
why
They're
not?
bad.
They're so much easier to
bad.
use than a printer, TBH. It's you want to know why? It's just
Well,
like
printers
if
are bad too. They're all bad.
Yeah, well, no, it's just like printers. They always make you like install this like third-party driver BS software on your PC. And it's just like
Look,
knocks
telegrams
things
are the way,
down.
okay?
Exactly.
Pigeons
Yeah.
gets the pigeons out.
Exactly.
Pigeon.
Carrier
Alright.
pigeon.
All right,
Do it.
so, well, I think on that note, on the Carrier Pigeon, which is at upcoming DLC for a Pigeon Simulator, by the way, still in
But
development.
not because that's a real game.
Oh wait, okay. Did we lose the rights to Pigeon Simulator? What?
We
Yeah.
definitely never own those rights. But yeah.
What are you
They're still
talking about?
waiting for
Come on.
They're still waiting for the Face Off Pigeon Simulator crossover, guys.
no.
Come on, man.
Oh no.
Oh man, like a pigeon switching with a crow. Oh god.
Yes.
Right itself. Okay. Anyway.
All right. Anyway.
Is
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage the pigeon or the crow?
Look, the pigeon fighting game. That's what everybody wants.
All right. Anyway, you know what? Point is, we'll be back next week. Probably back on our Mitzer channel, which was once again mitzer.com/culture_of_gaming. Okay. And yeah, maybe stream on there also throughout the week. I'm not sure. Something will probably go on there.
Matt will get his rear end in gear, sure.
You know, Matt doesn't stream.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right. Anyway. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Duck Dynasty!